there, laddie.
How near are we to Bangkok, Captain?
See that cluster of lights jutting out into the river? That's it. That's Bangkok.
Are those all our boxes?
Aye, they're what they are.
We packed everything in our Singapore house, furniture and everything.
Louise, where are you?
I'm here, Mother.
Oh, there you are.
Look, Mother, there's Bangkok. Do you see that cluster of lights which sticks out in the river? That's it. That's Bangkok.
Oh, I see them, Louis. It's exciting, isn't it?
Will the King of Siam come down to the dock and meet us?
The king himself. Oh, I don't think so. Kings don't, Louis.
I wonder if you know what to say. An Englishwoman out here in England.
Look, Mother, look at that boat. Look at the dragon's head in the bow and all the men standing up carrying torches.
That's the royal barge.
Do you suppose that's the king, the man sitting under the gold canopy?
No, that's the crown. Sort of prime minister. The king's right-hand man, you might say.
Do you suppose he's coming out here to meet us?
Oh, no doubt of it. They'll wait until we pass, and then they'll come around our stern. I wonder if I might offer a word of war.
What is it, Captain?
That man has power. He can use it for you or against you.
Captain, I don't think...
I'm just telling you, ma'am. I just thought you ought to know.
Thank you, Captain.
Look, Mother, they're closer. Mother, all the men are naked.
Hush, Louis. That's not a nice word. They're not naked. Well, they're half naked.
They all look rather horrible, don't they? Father wouldn't have liked us to be afraid, would he?
No, Louis. Father would not have liked us to be afraid.
Does anything ever frighten you?
Sometimes
What do you do?
I whistle.
Oh, that's why you whistle.
Yes, that's why I whistle. Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, and no one ever knows I'm afraid. The result of this deception is very strange to tell, for when I fool the people I fear, I fool myself as well. I whistle a happy tune, and every single time the happiness in that tune convinces me that I'm not afraid. Make believe you're brave, and the trick will take you far. You may be as brave as you make believe you are. You may be as brave as you make believe you are.
I think that's a very good idea, Mother. A very good idea.
It is a good idea, isn't it?
No, I don't think I should ever be afraid again.
Good.
While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, and no one ever knows I'm afraid.
The result of this deception is very strange to tell, for when I fool the people I fear, I fool myself as well. I whistle a happy tune, and every single time the happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid. Make believe you're brave, and the trick will take you far. You may be as brave as you make believe you are. Oh!
Ma'am, I don't think I would whistle if I were you. Crown or Hall might think it disrespectful.
Was I whistling, Captain? I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Siam.
He called you sir.
Hush, Louis.
Sir, the Crown Hall wishes to know, are you lady who will be schoolmistress of royal children?
Yes.
You have friends in Bangkok?
Well, no, I know no one in Bangkok at all.
Kralahome wish to know, are you married?
I'm a widow.
What manner of man your deceased husband?
My husband was an officer in a... Tell your master that his business with me is in my capacity of school teacher to the royal children. He has no right to pry into my personal affairs. Well, he hasn't, Captain Orton.
I don't like that man.
In foreign country, it's best to like everyone until you leave.
Your Excellency, I had no idea you spoke English.
It is not necessary for you to know everything at once. You come now. Your boxes are carried to palace later.
No, not to the palace. I'm not living at the palace.
Who said?
The king said. The king has promised me £20 a month and a house of my own.
King do not always remember what he promised. If I tell him he break this promise, I make great anger in him. I think it is better I make anger in him about larger matters.
But all I want is 10 minutes audience with him.
King very busy now. New Year's celebrations just finishing. Fireworks every night. Coronation of late Queen just started.
Oh, you've lost your queen. Oh, I am sorry. When did she die?
4 years ago. With cremation ceremony also comes fireworks.
But what am I supposed to do in the meantime?
In the meantime, you wait in palace.
Your Excellency, I will teach in the palace. But I must have a home of my own where I can go to at the end of the day when my duties are over.
What you wish to do in the evening that cannot be done in palace.
How dare you? Well, I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I don't think you understand. I came here to work, and I must support my young son. But I will accept nothing less than that which has been offered to me.
You will tell King this.
I will tell King this.
Will be very interesting. You come now. You come now, you stay on boat. I do not care.
The man looking like a little
Oh,
whole
no,
ship.
thank you, Captain Orton. Your Excellency, I will go with you. I have made a bargain, and I will live up to my part of it. But I do expect a bargain to be kept on both sides. I will go with you,
To Paris.
for the time being. Goodbye, Captain Orton, and thank you so much for everything. Louis?
Goodbye, Captain. Look, Mother.
What is it?
Majesty, you promised her.
I do not recollect such promise. Tell her I will see her. I will see her in a moment. Oh!
Your Majesty, this is Luntar, emissary from court of Burma.
Ah! You are here for copying of famous Bangkok temple. I have given permission.
We bring you presents from Prince of Burma.
Am I to trust the ruler of Burma? Am I to trust this present they sent me? Or she a spy?
I am not a spy.
Ha!
The king likes you. He is pleased with you.
I will tell you when I wish you to leave.
Your Majesty, Madam Leonore.
You are school teacher.
Yes, Your Majesty. When may I start my work?
I will tell you when I wish you to stop.
There is one little matter we have to sort out first.
You are part of general plan I have for bringing to Siam what is good on Western culture. Already I have bring printing press here.
Yes, I know, Your Majesty.
How you know?
Well, before I signed our agreement, I found out all I could about Your Majesty's ambitions for Siam.
Ah, this is scientific. You are pleased with your apartments in Palace?
They are quite comfortable for the time being, Your Majesty. But my young son and I find it rather confining rather than starting our doors and not permitting us to leave our quarters.
Strangers cannot be permitted to roam around Palace before presentment to king. You could look out the window.
Yes, Your Majesty, we have done so. We've seen New Year's celebrations, royal cremation ceremonies, etc., etc., etc.
Etc. What is this etc.?
Well, according to the dictionary, it means animal. All the things Your Majesty has been doing while we have been waiting. The fireworks.
Ah, best fireworks I've ever seen at funeral. How do you like my acrobats?
Oh, splendid, Your Majesty. Best acrobats I ever see at funerals.
Ha! Have children prepare for presentation to school teacher.
How many children have you, Your Majesty?
I have only 66 Seminole together, I begin very late. But you shall not teach all of them. You shall teach only those children of mothers who are in favor with king, which at present is very few. Very few indeed. Ah, Lady Tiang, Madame Leonois. This is Lady Tiang, head wife.
There is a happy land far, far away, where saints in glory stand, bright, bright as day. Everybody doing, just creating for heaven and earth. Little Mary. Oh, a missionary taught you English. Yes, sir. Little Mary.
Lady Tiang, you will help Madame Leonois with her school teaching. She in her turn will teach you the better English. She is grateful to me for my kindness to her.
Your Majesty, in our
You,
agreement...
Captain, you already speak well the English. She arrived today. She is present to me from Burma Prince.
She is a present.
Madame, you have English books I can read?
Oh, yes, of course I have.
I wish most to read book called The Small House of Uncle Thomas. It's by American lady, Harriet Beecher Stowe.
A woman has written a book.
A very wonderful book, Your Majesty. An American book. All about slavery.
Ah, President Lincoln against slavery, no? Me too. Slavery, very bad thing. I think you will teach my wives too. Those wives who are in royal favor.
Well, I shall be most happy to teach your wives, Your Majesty, even though that was not part of our agreement.
Also, I shall allow you to help me in my foreign correspondence.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty, but I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand about my house.
House? What is this about the house?
I want my house, Your Majesty. The house you promised me.
You shall live in palace. You teach in palace and you shall live in palace. If you do not live in palace, you do not teach and you go wherever you please. I do not care.
Very well, Your Majesty. But if these are the only conditions under which I may remain...
Enough! I have no more time to talk. You talk to other women, my wives.
But... Goodness, what are they trying to do to me?
They made you wear a big skirt like that because you shaped like that.
Well, I'm not. Look.
They wish to know, sir, if you have children.
One little boy.
I have a boy too. From Prince of Java to Lumpur. Heir to throne. I would be happy if you would teach children.
Oh, I would like to very much. I came all the way from Singapore to do so. But really, under these conditions...
You could be great help to all here, sir.
Baby Swan, what do you always call me Swan?
Because you scientific, not lonely like woman.
Do you all think that women are more lonely than men? Well, I don't.
Please, sir, the Russian king makes him very angry.
King seems to be angry already.
I don't think from Prince of Burma. I think she loves another man. If so, she will never see other men again.
Oh, poor
Oh, no, sir. She is foolish child to wish for another man when she has king.
You can't help wishing for another man, if it's the man you want.
It is great for pretty sir, because so romantic.
Oh, maybe. But yes, I suppose I am. I was very much in love with my late husband.
Oh,
woman has loved like that. She understands all other women for me. And she's on their side too, even if she is just a fool.
Oh,
Yes,
he was pretty in truth.
oh dear. He was very pretty. When I think of Tom, I think about the night when the earth smelled of summer and the sky was split with white and the soft mist of England was sleeping on a hill. I remember this, and I always will. There are new lovers now on that same silent hill, looking at that same blue sea. And I know Tom and I are a part of them all, and they're all a part of Tom and me. Hello, young lovers, whoever you are, I hope your troubles are few. All my good wishes go with you tonight. I've been in love like you. Be brave, young lovers, and follow your star. Be brave and faithful and true. Cling very close to each other tonight. I've been in love like you. I know how it feels to have wings on your heels and to fly down the street in a trance. You fly down the street on the chance that you'll meet, and you meet not really by chance. Don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone. All of my memories are happy tonight. I've had a love of my own. I've had a love of my own, like you. I've had a love of my own.
The children, they come for presentment to school teacher.
Well, that's all very interesting, Your Majesty, but it doesn't solve my problem.
Silence! You will stand here to meet royal children.
Very well, Your Majesty.
The royal princes and princesses. Uncle.
Father, I should be late for school.
You wait. Please to recite proverb you learned yesterday and writing down 12 times in your copybook.
A first holiday. East, west, home, best.
East, west, home. Home means house. Every day for many, many months, always something about the house. Am I children to be taught nothing more?
Yesterday, we are taught that the world is a round ball, which spins on its six through the middle. Yet everyone knows that the world rides on the back of a great turtle, which keeps it from running into the stars.
How can it be that everyone knows one thing if many other people believe another thing?
Then which is true?
World is ball with stick through it. I believe.
You believe? Does that mean you don't know? But you must know because you are king.
And someday you too will be king. And you too will know everything.
But how do I learn? And how do I know that I know everything?
When you are king. Now, please. When you are king. But I do not know. I am not sure. I am not sure of anything. When I was a boy, world was better spot. What was so was so. What was not was not. Now I am a man. World have changed a lot. Some things nearly so. Others nearly not. There are times I almost think I am not sure of what I absolutely know. Very often find confusion in conclusion I concluded long ago. In my head are many facts that as a student I have studied to procure. In my head are many facts of which I wish I was more certain. I was sure. Is a puzzlement what to tell a growing son. What, for instance, shall I say to him of women? Shall I educate him on the ancient lines? Shall I tell the boy as well as he is able to respect his wives and love his concubines? Shall I tell him every one is like the other? That the better one of two is really neither? If I tell him this, I think he won't believe it. And I nearly think I don't believe it either. When my father was a king, he was a king who knew exactly what he knew. And his brain was not a thing for ever swinging to and fro and fro and to. Shall I then be like my father and be willfully unmovable and strong? Or is better to be right? Or am I right when I believe I may be wrong? Shall I join with other nations in alliance? If allies are weak, am I not best alone? If allies are strong with power to protect me, might they not protect me out of all I own? Is a danger to be trusting one another. One will seldom want to do what others wishes. But unless someday somebody trusts somebody, there'll be nothing left on earth excepting fishes. There are times I almost think nobody's sure of what he absolutely knows. Everybody find confusion in conclusion they concluded long ago. And it puzzled me to learn that no one man may be in doubt of what he knows. Very quickly will he fight? He'll fight to prove that what he does not know is so. Sometimes I think that people are going mad. Sometimes I think that people are not so bad. But no matter what I think, I must go on living life as leader of my kingdom. I must go far, be father to my children and husband to his wife, etc., etc., and so forth. If my Lord in heaven would show the way, every day I try to live another day. If my Lord in heaven would show the way, every day I do my best for one more day. But is a puzzlement.
We work and work from week to week at the Royal Bangkok Academy, and English words are all we speak at the Royal Bangkok Academy.
Now come along, children. You're all swashed up in the sleep. Come along, spread out. Now, that last line was English words. Now I want you here to begin to think. So once again, shoulders back, chins up, and nice big smiles. Because we love Susan, and we love her. So come on, 1, 2, 3.
We work and work from week to week at the Royal Bangkok Academy, and English words are all we speak at the Royal Bangkok Academy. If we pay attention to our teacher and obey her every rule, we'll be grateful for those golden years at our heroes' school. Our Royal Bangkok Academy, our heroes' school.
That's fine. Now come along, take your places for class, all the way you belong. You start. Ooh, it's awesome. Yes, I am. Here is king of Siam. His right hand is weapon. So how he destroy all his idols. Green Burma. Here is king of Burma. No Siam was to me just like that, isn't it? But now that I've been here for more than a year, I'm connected, and I'm beginning to understand it. Oh, I love it very much indeed. It's a very ancient thing, but a true and honest thought, that if you become a teacher, by your pupils you're taught. As a teacher I've been learning, you'll forgive me if I boast, but I've now become an expert on the subject I like most, getting to know you. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way but nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I'm with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed, suddenly I'm bright and easy? Because of the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you. Day by day, getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting my way but nicely. My cup of tea. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I'm with you, getting to know what to say. Have you noticed how I'm bright and breezy? Because of all day Goodness me! This started out to be a lesson. Now come, all of you. Get ready for class. Now, are there any questions?
What is that read up there?
What is Norway? Norway. Norway is a very cold place. It is sometimes so cold that the lakes are rivers, and the water becomes so hard that you can walk on it. You can walk on water.
How is it possible? Hard, water? Yes, how is it possible?
Oh, it is not only very hard, it is also very slippery. And when people try to walk on it, they fall down and slide. But not only the lakes and rivers, the raindrops of the fall are filled with little white spots. Little spots of rain. The water from the way down to the sky.
And raindrops turn into little stars.
Yes, Your Highness, some are shaped like little stars. Small and tiny.
I do not believe that we have snow.
I do not believe I am so big in a country so big.
Sire, big country!
How can schoolroom be so unscientific?
We were having a small misunderstanding, Your Majesty. I was explaining snow to them. They refused to believe that there was such a thing.
No. Ah, from mountaintop.
From sky?
From sky to mountaintop.
How does it come down?
Like this. I have seen pictures. Switzerland. Land all white with snow.
Oh, that's right, Your Majesty.
Who does not believe this?
Well, after all, they have never seen.
Never see. Never see. If they will know only what they see, then why do we have schoolroom? Rise! Do not ever let me hear of not believing school teacher, whom I have bring here at great expense, 20 pounds each month. 20 English pounds. Spelling! Children must learn. Teacher must teach. Not waste time instructing children in silly English song, Home Sweet House, to remind me of breaking promises I have never made, etc., etc., etc.
But, Your Majesty, you did promise me a house. A brick residence adjoining the royal palace. Those were the very words in your letter.
I do not remember such words.
Well, I remember them.
I will do remembering. Who is king here? I remind you so you remember that. I do not know of any promise. I do not know anything except you are my servant.
Oh, no, Your Majesty.
What? I say you are my servant.
No, Your Majesty, indeed, I am not your servant.
I would say your mother has very bad manners. I would say your father has no manners at all.
Louis. Your Majesty, if you do not give me the house you have promised me, I shall return to England.
Do not let her go away.
I let her do nothing that is not my pleasure. And it is my pleasure you stay here. You stay here in palace.
No, Your Majesty.
I give you servants. I give you bigger rooms.
That is not the point, Your Majesty.
Why wish you to leave these children, all whom loving you so extraordinarily?
Oh, I love them too, quite extraordinary. But I cannot stay in a country where a promise has no meaning.
I will hear no more of
A
this
land where
promise.
there is talk of honor, and a wish for Siam to take her place among the modern nations of the world, where there is talk of great changes, but where everything still remains according to the wishes of the king.
You will say no more! No more!
I will say no more because I've no more to say.
Out! Out! Ah! So big a world! Siam. England, very small. All people. Very small. No man big enough for to be alone. No man big enough. King! King is developed. King need no one. Nobody at all. I think.
Where is Mrs. Anne? She will not be with us ever again. She has quarreled with the king. How can we know? She is not with us. Mrs. Anna is our only friend.
You cannot be seen talking like this. Anyone can come in. Pretend you wait for her.
If only we could stop pretending. We kiss in the shadow. We hide from the moon. Our meetings are few and over too soon. We speak in a whisper, afraid to be heard. When people are near, we speak not a word. Alone in our secret, together we sigh for one smiling day to be free, to kiss in the sunlight and say to the sky, behold and believe what you see. Behold how my lover loves me. Toptim, when can we meet? When?
It is not possible. We cannot meet alone ever. Not ever. We speak in a whisper, afraid to be heard. When people are near, we speak not a word.
Alone in our secret, together we sigh for one smiling day to be free, to kiss in the sunlight and say to the sky, behold and believe what you see. Behold how my lover loves me.
What is it? Someone was here. I had a feeling someone was watching us. Please go, you must go, please. To kiss in the sunlight and say to the sky, behold am. I am too.
Are you really going away?
Mother plans to leave on the next sailing.
I'm not sure my father will allow your mother to go.
I'm not sure that my mother will allow your father not to allow her to go.
Why does not your mother admit that she was wrong?
I don't believe Mother thinks that she was wrong.
It begins to look as if people do not know whether they're right or wrong, even after they've grown up.
I have noticed that too.
A puzzlement. When I left my father a little while ago, I heard him talking to himself. He seemed uncertain about many things.
I don't believe grown-ups are very certain. They only talk, Professor.
Yes. There are times I almost think I am not sure of what they absolutely know.
I believe they are confused about conclusions they concluded long ago.
If my father and your mother are not sure of what they absolutely know, can you tell me why they fight?
They fight to prove that what they do not know is so.
Oh, sometimes I think that people going mad.
Oh, sometimes I think that people not so bad.
But no matter what I think, I must go on living life. And someday as a leader I must go forth. Be father to my children and husband to each wife, etc., etc., and so forth. If my Lord in heaven would us show the way, every day I try to live another day. If my Lord in heaven would us show the way, every day I do my best for one more day. But
it's a puzzlement.
Indeed, I'm not your servant, although you give me less than servant's pay. I'm a free and independent employee. You think like every woman, I have to be a slave or concubine. You conceited, self-indulgent, liberty. Oh, how I wish I'd called him that, right to his face. Liberty! And while we're on the subject, sire, there are certain goings-on around this place that I wish to tell you I do not admire. I do not like polygamy or even moderate bigamy. I realize that in your eyes that clearly makes a prig of me. But I am from a civilized land called Wales, where men like you are kept in county jail. In your pursuit of pleasure, you have mistresses who treasure you. They have no ken of other men, besides whom they can measure you. A flock of sheep and you the only ram. Oh, no wonder you're the wonder of Siam. Oh, I'm really rather glad I didn't say that. Oh, not with the women right there. And the children. I'll not forget the children. No matter where I go, I'll always see those little faces looking up at me. At first, when I started to teach, they were shy and remained out of reach. But lately I thought one or two have been caught by a word I have said or a sentence I've read, and I've heard the occasional question that implied at least a suggestion that the work I was trying to do was beginning to show with a few. Oh, that Prince Chulalongkorn is very like his father. He's stubborn, but inquisitive and smart. Oh, I must leave this place before they break my heart. I must leave this place before they break my heart. I've no idea. Shall I tell you what I think of you? You're spoiled. You're a conscientious worker, but you're spoiled. Giving credit where it's due. There is much I like of you, but it's also very true that you're spoiled. Everybody is always bowing to the king. Everybody has to grovel to the king. By your Buddha you are blessed, by your ladies you're caressed, but the one who loves you best, all this bowing and kowtowing to remind you of your royalty, I find a most disgusting exhibition. I wouldn't ask a Siamese cat to demonstrate his loyalty by taking this ridiculous position. How would you like it if you were a man playing the part of a toad, crawling around on your elbows and knees, eating the dust of the road? Toads! Toads! All of you people are toads! Yes, Your Majesty, no, Your Majesty, here's from low to low, Your Majesty, show us how low to go, Your Majesty, make some more degrees, Your Majesty, down little up on knees, Your Majesty, give us a kick if you please, Your Majesty! Oh! Oh, that was good. Your Majesty! Oh! Oh! Who is it? At this hour of the night? One moment, please, Lady Tian. Come in, Lady Tian.
Mrs. Anna, will you go to King?
Oh, no. Has he sent for me?
No, but he would be glad to see you. He is deeply wounded man. No one has ever spoken to him as you did today in schoolroom.
No one has ever behaved to me as His Majesty did today in the school.
And there is more distressing thing. Our agents in Singapore have found letters to British government from certain people whose greedy eyes are on Siam. They describe King as barbarian and suggest making Siam protectorate.
This is outrageous. He is many things I do not like, but he is not a barbarian.
Then you will help him?
You mean advice?
It must not sound like advice. Kings cannot take advice. And if you go to him, he will not bring up subjects. You must bring it up.
It's against all my principles, and certainly not without him having asked for it.
He wished to be new blood king with Western ideas, but it is hard for him, Mrs. Anna. And there is something else. Princess Captain. I do not tell him this for his sake. This I will deal with in my own way. But for these other things, he needs help, Mrs. Anna.
If he has fear,
I am not equal to his special needs. He could be great man, but he needs special help. He needs you.
please don't think I'm just being silly.
What more can I say to you?
This is a man who thinks with his heart
is a man who stumbles and falls, but this is a man who tries. This is a man you forgive and forgive, and help and protect as long as you live. He will not always say what you would have him say, but now and then he says something wonderful. The thoughtless things he'll do will hurt and worry you. Then all at once he'll do something wonderful. He has 1,000 dreams that won't come true. You know that he believes in them, and that's enough for you. You'll always go along, defend him when he's wrong, and tell him when he's strong. He's wonderful. He'll always need your love, and so he'll get your love. A man who needs your love can be wonderful. I will go to you.
Did you succeed? Will she go to him?
She will go. She knows he needs her. Tell him.
I will tell him that she's anxious to come. I will tell him it is she who needs him.
That also will be true. This woman knows many things, but this I think she does not know. She'll always go along, defend him when he's wrong, and tell him when he's strong. He's wonderful. He'll always live alone, and so he'll get along. A man who needs
Majesty's reading the Bible.
Ah, Mrs. Anne, I think your Moses shall have been a fool.
Moses?
Moses. Here it stands written by him that the world was created in 6 days. You know and I know it took many ages to create the world. I think he shall have been a fool to have written so. What is your opinion?
Well, Your Majesty, the Bible wasn't written by men of science, but by men of truth. It was their explanation of the miracle of creation. It is the same miracle whether it took 6 days or many centuries.
You have come to apologize.
Well, I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
Good, you apologize.
Your Majesty!
I accept.
Your Majesty, nothing...
Silence! Tell me about President Lincoln of America. Shall Mr. Lincoln be winning this war he's fighting against Britain? Does he have enough guns and elephants for transporting, say? No elephants. Then I shall send him some. Write letter to Mr. Lincoln.
What, now?
No, when else? Now is always best time.
Very well, Your Majesty.
Pra mea mungut, by the blessing of the highest super agency in the world of the whole universe, the King of Siam, sovereign of all tributary countries, adjacent and around in every direction, etc., etc., etc. Do you not have any respect for me? Why do you stand over my head? I cannot stand all the time. And in this country, no one's head shall be higher than kings. So from now on, in presence, you shall so conduct yourself like all other subjects.
You mean on the floor? Well, I'm sorry. I shall try very hard not to let my head be as high as Your Majesty. But I simply couldn't grovel on the floor.
You are a very difficult woman. But you shall observe with care, your head shall never be higher than mine. If I shall sit, you shall sit. If I shall kneel, you shall kneel. Etc., etc., etc.
Very well, Your Majesty.
Good. To his royal presidency in United States of America, Abraham Lincoln, etc. You fix up. It has occurred to us. It has occurred to us It has occurred to us that if several pairs of young male elephants were turned loose in forests of America, after a while they would increase.
Your Majesty, just male elephants?
Are you putting details? Tonight my mind is on other matters, very important matters.
Well, anything you wish to discuss with me?
Why should I discuss important matters with a woman?
Oh, very well. I shall return to my room. May I say good night, Your Majesty?
Good night. What?
When the boat arrived in Singapore,
Singapore. Ha!
oh, was there any news from abroad?
News? Yes, there are news. They call me barbarian.
Who?
Certain parties who would wish to use this as an excuse to steal my country. Suppose you are Queen Victoria. Somebody say to you, King of Siam is barbarian. Do you believe?
Well,
You will believe I am barbarian because there is no one to speak otherwise.
But this is a lie.
It is a false lie.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
You guess.
Well, Your Majesty, if someone was sending a big lie about me to England, I would do my best to send the truth to England. Is that what you decided to do, Your Majesty?
Yes, that is what I have decided to do, but how? You guess how I shall do this.
My guess is that when Sir Edward Ramsay arrives here,
Ramsay?
the Pacific,
On the way from Singapore. When he is here, I will take opportunity of expressing my opinion on English thieves who wish to steal Siam. I will show him who is barbarian. So what does it make you put on?
well, Your Majesty, my guess is that you will not fight with Sir Edward. You will entertain him and his party in an especially grand manner. Then they will return to the Queen and report to her that you are not a barbarian.
Naturally, this is what I shall have intended to do.
Well, this is the only way to get the better of the British. You must stand up to them. Put your best foot forward. On your best courage. Show them your most intelligent men and your most beautiful. Edward is mine.
You call him this?
I met him in Bombay before I was married.
But shall it be proper for British dignitaries to see my women with no shoes on? Shall it be proper for them to be putting their best bare feet forward? No. Sir Ramsay will go back to Queen Victoria and tell her I am barbarian. What do you not think of this?
European fashion.
You mean dress them in dresses?
Yes. Now, how many women can I have to sew for me?
For all women in kingdom. How many dresses?
Well, that depends on how many ladies are chosen by Your Majesty.
You will say which of my ladies is most like European ladies for dressing like that. Wake up, everybody, wives, etc., etc., wake up! I should command Chinese artists to paint their faces very pale. You are to educate them in European customs and manners for presentation.
I'm wondering how much time we have.
Sir Ramsay's come to blast the report of Octagon. How much time we have depends on how many ports we call into. Let us say we have 1 week.
1 week? Your Majesty, 1 week?
In this time, whole world was created. Moses said. Are there any details I do not think of so far?
You must give them a dinner. A fine European.
I was going to.
And a ball with music.
Music and dancing.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty, and dancing.
Why do you not think of dancing?
Oh, it's a splendid idea, Your Majesty. Oh, and we can give them a play. Upton has written a version of Uncle Tom's Cabin.
We shall give them theatrical performance. We shall show them who is barbarian. Line up, line up, line up. Lady Tiang, on Saturday next at 9 o'clock post-meridian, we shall give fine dinner, European dinner. You are to instruct Stuart during the week. He shall make eminent European dishes for tasting. I shall taste and school teacher shall taste. You are to make tablecloth of finest white silk for a very long table. Also to instruct court musicians to learn music of Europe for dancing, etc. Oh, what? Am I to be annoyed by children at this moment? Ho! Mrs. Anna, we must be more scientific with children. For the next week, the men and women of my kingdom shall work without sleeping until all is ready. For what is not done, each man and woman will be beaten 100 strokes. Everyone must know this, Lady Tiang. You must tell this to everybody. Above all, I must not be worried by anything. Fireworks at this hour? Nobody may order fireworks but me.
Your Majesty, the British, the gunboat.
They attack?
No, they salute to me answer with fireworks. It is Sir Edward Ramsay and his party.
What now?
No, they come direct from Songkran. No stop.
Oh, Your Majesty, no stop.
Well, tell them to go back. We are not ready.
Not ready, Your Majesty.
You do not know. I had planned the best idea I ever get.
Oh, still we do it, Your Majesty. You can do it.
When English arrive, we put them to bed. Tomorrow morning we send them on sightseeing trip.
Now, I've only 18 hours, but I'm going to do it somehow.
I will do it. You will help me.
Yes, sir.
No one shall sleep tonight or tomorrow. We shall work even when the sun shines in the middle of the day. We shall... please, come down. First we ask help from Buddha. Bow to him. Bow. Bow! O Buddha, give us the aid of your strength and your wisdom.
O Buddha, give us the aid of your strength and your wisdom.
Help us also to prove to the visiting English that we are extraordinary and most remarkable people.
Help us also to prove to the visiting English that we are extraordinary and most remarkable people.
Help also Mrs. Anna to keep awake for scientific sewing of dresses, even though she be only a woman and a Christian, and therefore unworthy of your interest.
A promise is a promise. Your head shall never be higher than mine. It's a promise.
Even though she be only a woman and a Christian, and therefore unworthy of your interest.
And Buddha, I promise you, I shall give to this unworthy woman a house of her own, brick residence adjoining a royal palace, according to agreement, etc., etc., etc.
And Buddha, I promise you that I shall give this unworthy woman a house of her own, a brick residence adjoining the royal palace, according to agreement.
Ladies, clear everything away. Quickly now. Have too much work to do. Cannot move fast in swollen skirts. Whatever Mrs. Anna wants us to do is wise and good. But this is a puzzlement. To prove we're not barbarians, they dress us up like savages. To prove we're not barbarians, we wear our funny skirt. To prove we're not barbarians, they dress us up like savages. To prove we're not barbarians, we wear our funny skirt. Western people funny, Western people funny, Western people funny, but there is no doubt. They feel so sentimental about the Oriental. They always try to pinch our little toes. Our feet are cramped in leather shoes. They'd break if we had brittle toes, but now they only hurt.
Our feet are cramped in leather shoes. They'd break if we had brittle toes, but now they only hurt.
Western people funny, Western people funny, Western people funny, too funny to be true. They think they civilize us whenever they advise us to learn to make the same mistake that they are making too. They think they civilize us whenever they advise us to learn to make the same mistake that they are making too. They make quite a few.
Here are the napkins. Would you put them on the table?
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, ladies, let me have a look at you. Oh, very good. Now, line up, and we'll get ready for our Oh, my goodness gracious.
What shall we trouble now?
Your Majesty, I've forgotten they practically know
Undergarments? Of what importance are undergarments at this time?
Of great importance, Your Majesty.
Are you wearing undergarments?
Of course, Your Majesty.
That a woman has no legs is useless to pretend. Wherefore then swollen skirt?
The wide skirt is symbolic. It is the circle within which it appears.
This is necessary. Englishmen are so aggressive. I did not know.
I did say symbolic.
Undergarments. They are designed in ornamental and symbolic manner, yes?
Sometimes.
Ah. This is what you are going to wear?
Why, yes.
This is what all other visiting ladies shall look like?
Well, most of them, I believe.
You are certain this is customary, etc.
Well, of course I'm certain it's customary. What's so extraordinary about their shoes? Why, your lady.
But it's different. They do not wear so many coverings up on other parts of body, therefore...
And therefore what?
Is different.
Well, I'm sorry, His Majesty doesn't.
Oh, I do not say I do not approve.
Your Majesty, the English, they're in palace.
Ladies, they will do nothing of the kind.
Herewith shall be list of subjects you will try to bring up with talk. On such subjects I am very brilliant and will make excellent impression. You begin with Moses.
Now remember, Your Majesty, Cartwright is the editor of a newspaper in Singapore.
Why do you not educate these girls in English custom of spying glass?
By monocle, that's what right.
Oh!
Your Majesty, may I present Sir Edward Rand?
Your Majesty.
I am sorry, sir, my ladies have not given good impression.
On the contrary, Your Majesty.
Tomorrow you will meet my wife. His Majesty.
77 now, that I have not been married very long. Next month, expecting 3 more.
No trouble at all in finding heirs and food, eh? I suppose I should apologize
Oh, I was
for
so
what...
glad when you decided to visit us. To visit His Majesty, I mean, of course.
It is your
Postscript?
His Majesty was very happy when you decided to accept his invitation. Weren't you, Your Majesty?
I was very happy.
Your Majesty, dinner is about to be served. But first, I would like to present guests to you in the reception room.
Dinner!
You have no...
Your Excellency.
You're looking lovelier than ever.
Thank you, Ed.
job to do it. Things you can tell passes in. But it's warm. I want to get you a snack. Keep on. Look here, man. Don't strike. Bombay. You're gone.
Not very often.
You sure?
I think
Oh, my dear. Are you sure you don't get anything?
No, I don't. I've nothing there, no.
And my dear, do you recall? I once asked you to marry me. Before Tom came along.
Yes.
Dancing after dinner.
So I do beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I'm afraid I can't talk to you about that.
It was my impression Mrs. Anna would be of help for sitting of guests at dinner table.
In that case, we can go in, Anna.
Yes. Let me go in. Anna.
His Majesty made an interesting observation the other day about noses.
Princess Upton, dinner is over. King and his English guests are en route to the pavilion. Should you not be there to begin your play?
I came out here to memorize my lines.
I think not, Princess. I have seen you and Lontar together. I do not tell King. For his sake, I do not wish to hurt him. But your lover will leave Siam tonight.
Tonight?
Now, go to the theater, Princess.
Topsy. Turn back and look the other way. I am here in the shadow of the wall. I will stay here until she turns the corner. She says she will leave Siam tonight, but I do not believe her.
It is true, Topsy. They have ordered me on the first ship back to Burma. It is tonight.
What will we do?
You will come with me. The secret police will be at the theater. Meet me here after your play. Everything is arranged.
I cannot believe it.
I can. Yes, I pictured it a million times. I have dreamed that your arms are lovely. I have dreamed what a joy you'll be. I have dreamed every word you'll whisper when you're close, close to me. How you look in the glow of evening. I have dreamed and enjoyed the view. In these dreams I loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. I will love being loved by you.
Alone and awake, I've looked at the dawn, the same that smiled on you.
and I came out to warn you. Oh, Tuptim, I do think you're being led.
Yes, I will go. I must say goodbye to you now, Mrs. Anna.
Goodness. Anyone would think she didn't expect to see me. Please. How?
Do not ask. Do not.
God, Your Majesty, and honorable guests, I beg to put before you small house of Uncle Thomas.
Small house of Uncle Thomas. Small house of Uncle Thomas. Written by a woman, Harriet Beecher Stowe.
House is in Kingdom of Kentucky, ruled by most wicked king in all America, Simon of Legree. Your Majesty, I beg to put before you loving friends. Uncle Thomas.
Dear old Uncle Thomas.
Little Eva.
Little little Eva.
Little Topsy.
Mischief maker Topsy.
Happy people.
Very happy people.
Happy people.
Happy people.
Your Majesty, I beg to put before you one who is not happy, the slave Eliza.
Oh, Eliza. Oh, Eliza. Oh,
Eliza's lord and master, King Simon of Legree. She hates her lord and master and fears him. This king has sold her lover to faraway province of Ohio. Lover's name is George.
George.
Baby in her arms, also called George.
George.
Eliza says she run away and look for lover George.
George.
So she bid goodbye to friends and starts on her escape. The escape.
Run, Eliza. Run, Eliza. Run for Simon.
Poor Eliza running and run into a rainstorm. Comes a mountain.
Ride, Eliza.
Eliza, very tired. Your Majesty, I regret to put before you King Simon of Legree. Because one slave has run away, Simon beating every slave. Simon, clever man. He decided to hunt Eliza not only with soldiers, but with scientific dogs who sniff and smell and thereby discover all who run from kings. Buddha make a new miracle. Then from heaven stars and blossoms look like lace upon the sky. So Eliza crossed the river hidden by this veil of lace. Forgot to tell you name of miracle. Snow. Of a sudden she can see wicked Simon of Legree sliding across the river fell with his bloodhounds and his slaves. What has happened to the river? Buddha has called out the sun. On other side of river is pretty city Canada, where Eliza sees lovely small house. Guess who live in house? Uncle Thomas.
Dear old Uncle Thomas.
Little Eva.
Yes, little Eva.
Little Topsy.
Mr. Baker Topsy.
Lover George.
Faithful lover, George.
Who is looking like angel to Eliza. They have all escaped from wicked Simon and make happy reunion. Topsy glad that Simon died. Topsy danced for joy. I tell you what Harriet Beecher Stowe says that Topsy say. I expect I's the wickedest critter in the world. But I do not believe lover. And your majesty, I wish to say to you, your majesty, and honorable guest, I would tell you end of story. It's very sad ending. Buddha has saved Eliza, but with the blessings of Buddha also comes sacrifice. It's Buddha's wish that Eva come to him and thank him personally for saving on Eliza and baby. And so she die and go to arms of Buddha.
They did not succeed with me. It is immoral for a king to drown when pursuing slavehood is sea. Immoral, immoral. Captain shall know of my displeasure.
Your conversation is,
Ha! I was forced to laugh myself. I was so funny.
Her Majesty, Queen Victoria will be very glad to hear that it
And very happy I am thereof. Very happy.
And now, Lord, I will take my... And my dear, lovely seeing you again.
Goodbye. Well, Your Majesty,
It is all over.
may I remove my sword? It is a very hot night. Oh, I'm so pleased with everything.
I am aware of your interest. I wish to say you have been of great help to me in this endeavor. I wish to make gift. I had hoped you will accept. Put it on finger. Now put it on, put it on.
I don't know what to say.
When one does not know what to say, it is time to be silent. Ah! A white elephant has been discovered in the forest of Yeovil.
Now, that is a good idea, isn't it?
Everything going well with the bar.
Everything's going well.
Oh!
This is I, Your Majesty.
Wait. Coming.
Your Majesty,
Well.
secret police are here. They will make a report to you.
You will wait here.
Your finger shines.
Yes, the king. I didn't know what to say to him. In my country, a girl would not expect to be good for a man, but after all, he was the king. Actually, it places me in a very embarrassing situation. I'd intended to ask him for a rise in salary, and now...
And now it will be difficult for you to ask.
Then, I don't suppose you would be about my rise in salary, I mean.
I think I shall do this thing for you. Because this is a strange world in which men and women are often blind to the things nearest them.
I don't understand what you're
No,
saying.
and it does not matter. Because I do not think he will raise your salary anyway.
Ha! Good news and bad news come together. You will please stay awake all night until we have further report on item of captain.
I had intended to do so, Your Majesty.
Perhaps I'd better go too.
No. I wish to speak with you.
Something's wrong.
I do not know, nor do I consider this the most important thing I have to say to you. It is of greater interest that the English think highly of me. Secret police serve coffee after dinner, listen what they talk, and report conversation to me.
You have been spying on your guests.
How else can you find truth? It appears I have made excellent impression. It is clear they do not think me barbarian.
Well, that's what you intended to prove.
That is what we do. Captain,
What about her?
she is missing from Paris. You know something of this.
For the last time I saw her, she was at the theatre pavilion.
This is the last time anyone has seen her. She never speaks to you of running away.
I did know she was unhappy.
Why unhappy? She is in Palace of King. What greater honor for a young girl than to be in Palace of King?
Your Majesty, if Tuptim is caught, shall she be punished?
Naturally. But what would you do if you were a king like me?
I believe I give her a chance to explain. I try not to be too harsh.
Ah.
Oh, Your Majesty, of what interest to you with a girl like Tuptim? She's just another girl. And a bowl of rice is just another bowl of rice, no different from any other bowl of rice.
Now you understand about women. But British poets! Ha!
Your Majesty has been reading poetry.
Out of curiosity over a strange idea of love, etc., etc. I tell you, this poetry is nonsense, and a silly complication of a pleasant simplicity. A woman is a female who is human, designed for pleasing man, the human male. The human male is pleased by many women, and all the rest you hear is fairy tale.
Then tell me how this fairy tale began, sir. You cannot call it just a poet's trick. Explain to me why many men are faithful, and true to one wife only.
They are sick.
But you do expect women to be faithful?
Naturally.
But why naturally?
Because it is natural. It is like old Siamese rhyme. A girl must be like a blossom, with honey for just one man. A man must live like a honeybee, and gather all he can. To fly from blossom to blossom, the honeybee must be free. But blossom must not ever fly from bee to bee to bee.
And you consider this to be sensible poetry, Your Majesty?
Certainly. But listen to this from your own poet, Alfred Tennyson. Now folds the lily, all her sweetness up, and slips into the bosom of the lake. So fold thyself, my dearest thou, and slip into my bosom. English girls are so acrobatic.
Oh, Your Majesty, I don't know whether I can ever make it. Would you not regard women as female? They are, well, take yourself, for instance. You are not just a human male.
I am king.
Exactly. And so every man is king, and every woman queen. When they love.
Ah, this is a sickly idea.
Oh, it's a wonderful idea, Your Majesty. We are brought up on it, and a younger and a first son.
Younger? They dance too, like I see tonight, in arms of men not their husbands.
Why, yes.
I would not permit.
Oh, but it's very exciting when you're young. And you're sitting on a small gilt chair, your eyes cast down, terrified that you might be over it. Suddenly, a white face. We've just been introduced. I do not know you well, but when the music started, come pushing me to your side. So many men and girls are in each other's arms. It made me think we might be similarly occupied. Shall we dance on a bright cloud of music? Shall we fly? Shall we dance? Shall we then say goodnight? Or perchance, as the last little cloud has left the sky, shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you on the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
Why, you stop, you dance pretty. Go on, go on.
I didn't realize I was. In my country, a lady would not dance while a man was looking on.
But you will dance with strange men holding hands, etc., etc.
Oh, yes, but not always a stranger. Sometimes a very good friend.
Good. We dance together. You show me. You teach, you teach, you teach.
It's very simple. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and.
On a bright cloud of music, shall we fly?
1, 2, 3, and.
Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and.
Shall we then say goodnight, but mean goodbye?
Oh, perchance, when the last little star have left the sky.
1, 2, 3. Shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new
romance?
On that clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen.
Shall we dance?
Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What is wrong? I know, I forget the hand. This time I remember.
1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
1, 2.
Oh, that's splendid, Your Majesty.
Splendid, splendid. You have thrown me off count. 1, 2, 3,
and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
But this is not right.
But it was. You were doing
No. It's not right. Not the way I see Europeans dancing tonight.
But it was. It was just like that.
No. We're not holding two hands like this.
Oh. No. As a matter of fact.
Was like this. No?
Yes.
Come! We do it again. We do it once more.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty!
Why do you bastard I go without waiting?
We have found Captain.
Now that you...
Where is she? Secret police are questioning her.
Now that you found her, what will you do with her?
I will do what is usually done in such events.
But what is that?
When it happens, you will know.
Mrs. Anna! Mrs. Anna! Do not let them beat me! Do not let them!
She was from a Chinese sailing ship. She was disguised of religious students.
Who gave you this robe? Ho!
It is believed she was running away with man who bring her here from Burma.
Dishonor!
He was not found on boat.
Where is this man?
I do not know.
You will tell us where we will find him. You will tell us.
I do not know.
It is believed you are lovers with this
I
man.
am not lovers with this man.
Dishonor. We will soon have proof of this man. Hi.
No! Stop it! See you here! Stop it!
It would be better if you understand at once that this matter does not concern you.
But it does. It does, not only because of her, but more so because of you.
You waste my time.
Your Majesty, she's just a child. She was running away because she was unhappy, can't you understand that? Your Majesty, I beg you, please do not throw away everything you have done. It's not her trouble. She didn't hurt your heart. You haven't got a heart. You never loved anyone. You never will.
I show you. Give to me.
I cannot believe you're going to do this.
You do not believe, huh? Well, maybe you will believe when you hear her screaming as you run down the hall.
I'm not going to run down the hall. I'm going to stand here and watch you.
Hold this girl. I noticed myself.
You are a barbarian.
Down! Am I king or am I not king? Am I to be cuckolded in my own palace? Am I to be orders for
No,
school?
not orders.
Silence! I am king as I was born to be, and so I am to be governed in my way. Not English way, not French way, not Chinese way. My way! Barbarian, you say. There is no barbarian worse than weak king. And I'm strong king, you hear? Strong king! Ah! Ah!
The man, the lover, has been found. He is dead.
Dead. And I shall show him soon. Soon.
I shall never understand. You are your king. I shall never understand you.
You have destroyed. You have destroyed King.
In those next boat that comes to the port of Bangkok, no matter where it goes, I will be on it. It is back to His Majesty.
I wish you never come to Siam.
So do I. Oh, so do
Has Captain Norton's ship docked yet?
Less than an hour ago.
Then he'll be in time to see Chulalongkorn and welcome the Elephant Prince to Bangkok.
I passed a procession on its way to the city. Where is King? I did not see him.
The king is ill, very ill. He has been for some time. You are to help get some luggage aboard Captain Norton's ship. Mother has been asking for you.
I come now.
Your Highness, you must not leave the palace.
What is this to say? I must lead the procession. I must welcome the Elephant Prince. It is custom.
Your father is worse.
What?
You must return to the Kralahome at once. He says he must speak with you.
Brother, my business told me you were here. I think Mrs. Anna and Louis have already left on the boat.
No, Chulalongkorn. Some of their boxes are still here. The father said they would be back soon.
Brother, what is it with my father?
It is his heart. Also for some time now. He does not think he wants to.
Brother, I am frightened. I'm frightened because I love my father. And also because if he dies, I should become king, and I do not know how to.
Many men learn this after they become king.
I have been thinking much of the things Mrs. Annie used to tell us exactly of slavery, and we also think of what she has said of religion, and how it is a good and noble concern that each man fight for himself that which is right, and that which is wrong.
These are good things to remember, my son. And it will be good to remember the one who taught them really.
Late. It was so nice of you to come and say goodbye to me. I was down at the making sure all my boxes were full. You know, nothing for you.
Mrs. Anna, I did not come only to say goodbye. I come for one who must see you. You must come to him. When he heard that you were sailing, he started to write this letter. Okay, we have been writing. It was very difficult for him, madam. Very difficult to see how abundant my eyes think it true.
Please read me through all of that. I would like to hear what my father has said.
While I am lying with you, I think perhaps I die. This heart, which you say I have not got, is matter of concern. It occurs to me that there shall be nothing long that man shall die. For all that shall matter about man is that he will have done his utmost best. But I do not wish to die without saying his gratitude is such. It seems strange that a woman should have been most earnest, helpful. But Mrs. You must remember that you have been very difficult women. And much more difficult than pleasant. I will see if he is awake. I will tell him about it.
Mother, I thought you and the king were very angry with each other.
We were.
Now he's dying, does that make you better friends?
I suppose so. We can't hurt one another anymore.
I didn't know he hurt you.
Oh no. When two people are as different as we are bound to hurt one another.
He always frightened me.
I wish you could have known him better. You two could have been such great friends. In many ways, he's as young as you.
Was he as good as king as he could have been?
Louis, I don't know whether any man has been as good at him because... But this one tried. He tried so very hard.
You really like him, don't you, Mother?
Yes, I like him very much.
Many months I do not see you, Mrs. Anna. Now, I die.
No, Your Majesty.
It's not time to speak, Mrs. Anna. I know if I die or I do not die, you are leaving Siam.
Very soon. In fact, we can only stay a few moments.
You are glad for this. People of Siam, royal children, are not glad. and are in great affliction for your departure.
I shall miss you.
You shall miss them, but you shall be leaving. I too am leaving, but I will not be walking on the boat with my own free, of my own free will. I am just leaving. Why is your head higher than mine? I am not afraid of that which is happening to me. You teach children teach me. Make believe and pray is good on you. Always.
Oh, Your Majesty, you are very brave.
Here is something belonging to you. Put it on. Put it on. Put it on. Please. Wear it. Always. Ah, my children. Tell them to come here. Good evening, my children.
Hush, children! Did you come to see your father or Mrs. Anna?
It is all right, lady. Yes. It is suitable. Was it not said to me that someone had written a farewell letter to Mrs. Anna?
Princess Yeovil has composed letter to Mrs. Anna. She's come of right. She only make up word.
Speak letter now. Say it, say it, say it. Hush, children! When you are afraid, you make believe you brave. You show them how you do. You teach them. Let it be last thing you teach.
I hold my erase and whistle a happy tune, though no one will see me. I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune. Don't ever move.
You see, when you are afraid, you make believe you brave. And you whistle. You whistle. You show them.
time.
Louis, go down to Captain Alton. Ask him to take all our boxes off the boat and put them back into our house.
Silence! This is no reason for showing off demonstration for a school teacher, realizing her duty, for which I pay her exorbitant monthly salary of £25. Further, this is disorganized behavior for bedroom of dying king. Chulalongo, arise. Now, take notes. You take notes from next king. Well. Suppose you are king. Is there nothing you would do?
I would make proclamations.
Yes.
First, I proclaim for coming New Year fireworks. Also, boat races.
Boat races. Why would you have boat races with New Year's celebration?
I like boat races. And Father, I'd make second proclamation.
Well, go on. What is second proclamation?
Regarding custom of buying to kings in fashion of lowly tones, I do not believe this is good thing, causing embarrassing fatigue of body, degrading experience for soul, etc., etc., etc. This is bad thing, I believe. You are angry with me, Father?
Why do you ask question? You do not ask question of sick man. No, of woman. This proclamation against Bach, I believe to be your fault.
Up, rise up!
Up. 2 lines, like soldiers. It has been said that there shall be no bowing for showing the respect of king. It has been said by one who has been trained for royal government.
No bang, light tone. No crouching, no crawling. This does not mean, however, you do not show respect for king. You will stand your shoulders square back and chin high, like this. You'll bow to me, the gentleman, in this way, only bending the waist. The ladies will make this as ignorant.
the show, we go home and telephone a friend. And tell them to come and buy a ticket before we finish the run on Saturday. In fact, come back and see it again on Sunday. I shall be bringing my company back here in what is only 10 days' time. And from the 1st of June, in the season of thought, totally contrasted production. A wonderful play called David's Reception. Thriller called The Unexpected Game. Past called No Such Thing as a Hidden, and a wonderful, inspiring musical of Our Day Out. Enjoyed this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you, you will enjoy that musical and the other stuff. So, do come and see. From all of us to all of you, once again, thank you for being a lovely audience. Wish you a safe journey home. Good night.